like
It was yarn.
yarn. I always $13 of yarn, and I paid $40 for that pin. And I was like, well, how many new followers did you get? And she's like, oh, I got a lot of new followers. And I was like, okay, well, how much are they worth? You know, figure out how much do you make from Pinterest per year? How many followers do you have? That's how much a follower is worth. And so you can calculate your ROI this way. This really helps with my vice president too. When I go and say, what did we get for our money that we spent? Well, a Facebook fan is roughly worth this much money per year, so and the same for your web visitors. Okay, so now we're gonna do, how much time do I have?
2 minutes until my alarm clock, so it's 9:28.
Oh my gosh, I'm going so fast. Am I going too fast for you?
Yes, but it's okay.
Cramming it in your head right now.
We're gonna go back and look at the slideshow. We'll figure it out.
Yes, you are gonna go back and share. Because I literally can't teach you everything in this 45-minute lesson. I could probably do a 3-hour class. I could do a 3-hour class and probably not teach everything. So get the concepts, get the overall ideas, and then we'll talk about specifics later. So don't try to freak out about specifics here. Let's go ahead and stop for some questions about this part. And then we'll talk about how to do ROI from a specific ad. Yes.
So a few years ago, maybe it was last year, I watched a video about a guy who kind of tested the likes aspect, like trying to get likes. And
Yeah.
so my husband's very analytical, and he was just like, don't favor Facebook likes because you're going to get a bunch of people who are not engaged, and you know, so it's really like a like farm.
Yes.
And so he was trying to find Facebook uses the same people, like farms would use like page. And so I'm just looking for feedback on that because I really want to do it.
Yeah.
You know, so I just want to
That is false. Now, if you pay a company that says, I'll give you 1,000 likes for $5, you know, you're gonna get that. They have like farms that they do. I mean, that is a true thing. However, if you go through the Facebook ads and you use these targeting tricks that I've told you about, lookalike audiences, solid interest lists, website custom audiences, email lists, you are going to get people that are focused and relevant for you. I built a page basically from scratch over the past couple of years, a certain page that has now about 3 million followers. The interaction on that page is unreal. And why is that? Because in the beginning, we started with, how are we gonna get real relevant followers for this page? And now we don't have to pay because we built that and we have tons and tons of relevant followers. Yeah.
So I guess it comes back to engagement, but we haven't talked anything about gaining greater visibility on Facebook, right? So let's say I have 2,000 likes on my page, and if I post something, it's only served to 30 to 80 people, depending on what kind of mood Facebook is in.
Yeah.
So, I mean, all these feel like it's actions that you want people to take primarily outside of Facebook that will generate revenue.
Yeah.
Will any of these things? I think what I'm hearing is like you want, and I'm turning this way here.
Yeah.
By getting the right people who Facebook will then serve them more of your content and they'll be more likely to engage. Is that what we're...
Yes, that is. And that is why, especially when you're building a page from scratch, I advocate page-like ads. I advocate it for everyone, every business that I work with. And we usually get our ads for anywhere from 27 to 40 cents per page-like. Now that's more than you're going to pay a like farm because you're going to get somebody in Indonesia that's sitting there on computers liking pages. But we get it anywhere from basically 3 fans for $1. And if we target them correctly, then they are going to build engagement on your page from the beginning. Now, if you've already got tons of fans that are not engaged, there are ways to re-engage them, but we'll talk about that later. You can grab me. Yes.
So what happens if we start paying for ads? We're not clicking on Boost.
Yes.
If we start making ads and doing things on Facebook, are they going to like do their little Facebook voodoo in the background and go, yeah, we're not going to send like the freebies out like you're getting, so that 30 to 80 people engagement you had, we're going to drop it down because guess what? You're spending money with us and we already know it. We're going to sucker you in and you're going to buy more.
That's my fear.
That has not been my experience.
Because I did use the boost button a few times. I promise I will never do it again.
Robin, I'll come to their house. I'll get you.
But that was my experience, is that automatically, boom, the rest of my numbers went down because I used
Now, what might happen is that Facebook, of course, doesn't show all of your posts to every person, right? So if you there's a lot of different philosophies about post timing and post frequency. A lot of bloggers are heavy frequency. But I have not had success in that method because when I run an ad, I run it for a day or 2 days. And I know that Facebook is probably going to prioritize my own paid views over my non-paid views. So if I'm running an ad, I'm not going to pile a bunch of stuff on top of it that's going to compete with it because that's going to happen. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So that's probably what you're seeing is that Facebook is prioritizing your own paid views over your other non-paid views. Does that make
they're
sense?
making money if I pay. I mean, it's still in essence the same thing, but it's an explanation as to why.
Yeah, they're not penalizing you and saying, well, we're going to get more money out of her, but it is a logical thing that does happen. It does feel that way. But make sure your targeting is good too, because if your targeting is not good, that is going to happen because you'll get a bunch of people in your community that won't engage with your regular stuff. Yeah.
Okay, so this is kind of not completely with the ads, but it is at the same time. I have noticed that when I put something on my Facebook page, and then I will like either share it to my main profile or whatever, but I'll have done an ad or something to get the page likes. I'll end up having more engagement on my personal Facebook page than on my Facebook page, or the actual Facebook page. How do I get those people that are like engaging on personal page to get them to do that on my business, or does it matter?
Do you share your business page to your personal page?
Yes.
Your post?
Yeah.
Well, to me, it doesn't really matter.
Okay.
Because what's your ROI, okay? And those numbers actually count on your business page.
Okay.
And when you go look at your numbers, you'll see how many page likes on shares, which is counted in your overall engagement on your post. Your post might not actually show that, but the numbers behind your post do.
Okay.
And as long as people are, if people are clicking through, that's ROI. That's good. It doesn't matter how you get there. Just
So let's get sneaky.
Okay.
What if I want to target everyone who visits your website?
you cannot do that.
Well, that can't be true because, like, if I shop on a specific store, all of a sudden I get served ads by this other store that's very similar. So how are they getting that information?
Okay, they're getting that through the user data from big data companies. Okay, because I can go in and I can target people who bought sunglasses last week from anyone.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
So I would have to very specifically know who the audience is that's already visiting that site.
Yeah, like, if say you go on ModCloth and you buy a dress, right? They have that through your credit card information. That's reported back to Facebook as data, okay? This is very complicated. So if I'm a dress seller, I'm gonna go and get that. I'm gonna target people who've bought dresses in the past 2 weeks. I'm gonna say, hey, buy my dresses. So that's what's happening there probably.
Well, because, for instance, somebody asked me the other day to do this, like, they were like, can you please go check out, like, Blue Apron and all these sites and see what ads pop up?
Yeah.
And I did, and the ads for the competitors started showing up. And I didn't buy anything, I literally just visited the sites. So.
Yeah.
But it's different for every person that visits too.
Yeah.
Because they're basing it on the information that Facebook and their reporting.
Well,
Yeah, and they could put that in as interests as well, and then that will be, it's attached to your profile now, your data forever that you visited that website. So that's, part of how they target you. Yes? going to just depend on your audience, and you just got to do some testing on that. I find for my ads, I'm usually working with people that have really big budgets. So I know it's fun. It's really fun because it's not my money, but I'm getting a really good ROI for those people. So so I usually have a big budget. So I'll run it for 3 days, 3 or 4 days, and I usually have the peak on the second or third day. So if you could spread your budget over those days, over a few days, depending on it might not work for you, but you've got to test it. Yes.
So if I'm doing a sponsored post and I, obviously posted on my page a, post about that sponsored post I did, and I want that particular post to get engaged and stuff, but I don't want to push boost, how am I doing that?
Okay, so you're going to your ad manager, you're going to start a campaign, and you're going to choose, post engagement.
Okay, so
Okay.
you can do a post, it's not like a separate ad. So I was assuming that
Yeah.
ad managers.
No, and if you go through your ad manager, and actually it's boost your posts is it's very confusing, I know. You're not pushing the button, you're going through your ad manager, you're clicking boost your post, and you'll have a lot more control over your audience. So then you can even put in interests of people who are interested in that company and have them, people, yes. So people who are already interested in that company or that product or service, that would be more likely. And then you can also do your fans. I'm a big proponent of targeting ads to your fans because they don't see everything. Target ads to your fans, Robin, and see if you don't get more of an organic as well. 6 minutes? Okay, I see all of these questions. Guys, I'm going to be around all weekend. So, honestly, I want to give away as much knowledge as I can. So get with me, tweet me at RealLifeSarah, and I would love to meet with you. But I'm going to take a couple more questions. I can maybe get one in. Yes?
Okay, so this is piggyback off of her question regarding boosting your own post.
Yes.
But you're saying don't boost it by pressing the button, go into the ad thing, and then still press boost your post?
Yeah.
Do you have to upload an image? So it's two-part question.
No.
Do you have to upload an image with that? No.
Not if you do boost your post. If you do website traffic, you do have to create through the ad manager. You do have to create an entire new post. But if you choose, forget that. If you choose boost your post as your objective, then you can just choose one of your posts and promote it.
And then, so the ad is not going to appear in the sidebar. It's going to appear on your fan page to more of your own fans, if that's what you like.
Yes, you choose where it goes as well. When you click the button, you can't choose where it goes. So in your ad interface, go in there and just play around today. And when you do that, it's going to ask you, do you want desktop newsfeed, mobile newsfeed, sidebar, partner apps? And I always choose the 2 newsfeeds. And I just uncheck the other ones.
And then, is that when it tells you to limit the number of characters that people see too, or will they see your?
They'll just see the whole full post.
Okay.
Yep.
How does that differ from? But then, if you did do one on the sidebar, then you are limited.
Absolutely, yes.
Okay. Thank you.
Yep. Yeah.
Sir, for the group, maybe would you give everybody a sense of scale when you say a little budget, medium budget, big budget? Well, it might be nice if you say, well, if your budget is $50, here's what you ought to generally expect. If your budget's $500, $1,000, $10,000, just very basic. So
We're all in $1,000.
well, yeah, this week apparently is $10,000.
Yeah. I love the $100,000 budgets. I seriously love those $100,000 budgets. Okay, so usually fans per fan, a really good rate is about 3 fans for $1. In my experience, it might be different for you, but you could probably usually when I run those ads and I use my targeting techniques that I told you about, I get about 30 to 35 cents per fan. Okay, so you can take your budget and scale it. You want to spend $10, you're going to get 30 new fans. And if you target them well and decide, okay, how much is a fan worth, you're going to know your ROI there. So if I've got $100, I'm gonna get 300 fans. If I've got $1,000, I'm gonna get 3,000 fans per day, or per spend, yeah. So for website clicks and conversions, it's going to be a little bit more expensive, but, and that's one of those things that you have to experiment on your own and see what you're gonna get. If you've got, say I've got a really expensive conversion, people are buying $500 boots, I'm willing to pay a little bit more per conversion. But if I'm getting website signups or email signups, I'm not really willing to pay that much. I think I've paid about $2.50 per email sign up, $2.50 per email sign up at times. So fans, I can pretty much tell you, if you target well, you're going to get 3 for $1, 3 or 4 for $1. Yeah.
Does it matter if you set an amount per day, or rather, would you recommend being like, all right, I'm not spending more than $10 a day, and we're watching it yourself? Does that change how they target and what happens?
It does, yes. And you can actually, this is very advanced, but you can choose what times your ads are served as well. So if you're, a food vendor, you're probably not going to want to do it at 3 o'clock in the morning, unless you're targeting the people that are partying at 3 o'clock in the morning and have the munchies. Maybe if you're a 24-hour waffle place, you would. But yeah.
Is there a place that we could? So do they give it? Since they know everything, right?
Yes.
Is there something in creating the ads that gives us some information
Yes.
about when would be a good relevant time?
Yes.
So there's charts that show you when
Yeah.
your people are visiting your page.
Okay, great.
In your insights, that's going to be in your insights, okay? And you can find out when your fans are online and when they are most active on your
So you
page.
mean I have to go and look at this?
You gotta go look, yeah. You gotta do some work. It's time. Okay. It is 9:45 right now, and so I want to be respectful of the conference and everyone's time. Thank you so much. I really do apologize for the slides. It's just, anyway, it looks different on my little screen. But we will